This lady is busy abusing her husband. She is beating him because he did not wash her clothes. This is what she kept doing to her husband anytime her husband refused to wash her clothes. How can a woman do this to her husband all the time? Men can also be a victim of domestic violence. She heard a knock on the door and ran to open the door. A neighbor comes in and the lady starts crying. The man says, "I can hear your voice from a distance. What is going on?" The lady says, "My husband is beating me again." The lady walks in to meet the husband. The neighbor says to the husband, "Why do you always beat your wife?" The lady advised the man not to fight his wife again, that it is so wrong of him to be beating his wife. The lady said, "It is better to get a divorce, or it is better to get a help than doing this all the time." The husband tried to tell the neighbor that he is the victim of the abuse. The husband tried to talk, but he could not. "I am the victim, not my wife." The wife mocked the husband and started crying. The neighbor told her that everything will be okay. You need to work on yourself. The neighbor said to her, "You need to learn how to respect your husband. He is the man of the house. Learn how to respect him." The husband is confused. The neighbor says to him, "Don't you know that domestic violence is a crime?" The man said, "I am tired of everything. I am tired of my wife's stress." The neighbor says to him, "I heard you every day beating your wife. You need to stop. If you are tired of this marriage, why not end it?" The husband tried to tell the neighbor that he is the victim of the abuse. He thinks about his pride as a man and he stays silent. The neighbor told him that, "I am tired of coming here to settle you guys all the time. If you know the marriage is not working, why don't you end it? Or better still, you can go for therapy." The neighbor stand up and walked to the door. He turned and said to the man, "If anything happened to your wife, you will be held responsible." The man cried out alone and says, "I am the victim, but you will never believe me." The man is thinking of what to do, that he is tired of everything that is going on in his home. This is what the wife always do to him. She keeps beating him all the time. The next day, the man is lost in thought while washing the wife's clothes. This is what he go through every time they had an issue. "I won't stay in my own house and allow a woman to abuse me." He picked up the wife's pint and looked at it angrily. He said, "I can't take this insult anymore. This woman must leave my house today." The man tried to throw his wife's bag outside while the wife dragged him. The wife does not want to leave the house. She started beating the man again because she does not want to leave. The man threw the bag outside. She sees the neighbor standing and complaining close to her bag. And the neighbor said, "What is wrong with these two? Don't they know that they are disturbing the whole neighbor?" She opened the door for the neighbor. She ran back into the house and started beating her husband again. The husband tries to stop her, but she keeps beating the husband. Everyone in the neighborhood is tired of them. He angrily pushed her up and she fell. She hit her head on the edge of the table and died instantly. The neighbor walks in with a lady bag. She saw the lady laying unconsciously in her husband's hand. "I have told you before that if you are no longer happy in your marriage, why don't you end the marriage and walk away?" She took a close look at the lady's body and confirmed she is dead. She said to the husband, "You have finally beaten your wife to death." The neighbor said, "I am going to report you to the police." The husband just committed a crime, which is murder. You will pay for this crime you have committed. The husband stand and try to run. Say no to domestic violence. Men can also be a victim of domestic violence. There is no shame in speaking up. Please follow us.